Good morning, everyone. I hope you are all doing well. I'm Kevin, if you are new, and today is a freezer meal cooking day. It's gardening season, and I want to know that I have lots of high-protein freezer dinners in my freezer for the days that I'm just too tired to cook. And we're going to do 7 recipes, all of them high protein. And the first thing I want to do is roast these veggies. I bought this stir-fry mix at my local supermarket for $5. It's broccoli, red bell pepper, green bell pepper, red onion, zucchini, and there are a couple of snow peas in here too. And I think they will be great on one of the high-protein pizzas that we're doing. And I'm not going to stir-fry the veggies, I'm going to roast them. I just need to toss the veggies with some olive oil and salt and pepper. I wanted to mention that I spent a grand total of $59 on all of the ingredients for today's recipes. And that is a terrific savings because were I to go out to dinner on the nights that I am too tired to cook, I would be spending at least $40 to $50 on each meal. We're going to roast these veggies at 400 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. So we are doing, as I mentioned, at least 2 types of pizza. And then we are also doing 5 chicken marinades. And we're doing egg crepe manicotti. You say manicotti or manicotti? And for the manicotti, I need a dozen eggs. I'm doubling the recipe. And the eggs will be turned into crepes that we will use in place of traditional manicotti shells. Now, I will link all of the recipes in the description box below, except for the pizzas because I'm going to wing those. I need to whisk the eggs. Then I'm going to add some milk to the eggs, which will help to make these egg crepes very flexible. I also need a pinch of salt and a dash of pepper. And we will cook the crepes in a 7-inch diameter nonstick skillet. It only takes about 30 seconds to cook each crepe, and you only need to cook it on one side. And I'm going to lightly grease my skillet with some avocado spray. You could use butter here. You just add a scant amount of the egg mixture and then twirl the pan. One of the nice things about these egg crepes is that you can make them way ahead of time and then either refrigerate them or freeze them. They do not stick together if you stack them. Perfect. If you've never made egg crepes before, they do take a little bit of practice, but they are honestly very easy to do. And in the time it took to make all of these egg crepes, my vegetables are done. The reason I wanted to roast these vegetables was first to caramelize them and give them extra flavor, and also to evaporate a lot of the moisture out of the vegetables because they work better that way on pizza. And we can set the veggies aside and then get cracking on the egg crepe manicotti. Now, I wanted to show you just how flexible these crepes are. And see, they do not stick together. So you can fold them, you can roll them up. They're very convenient to have. Now for the filling, I'm going to need some garlic. So I have a couple of my garlic pucks made from homegrown garlic. They're frozen. I just need to thaw them in the microwave. Here's my garlic all ready to go. And then I need ricotta cheese, which requires a knife. And the ricotta goes into a bowl. Then I need mozzarella, which I shredded earlier this morning. I need chopped fresh parsley, which I forgot to buy, but no problem, because I have the parsley from my 2025 garden that you and I dried together. Oh, it smells wonderful. I also need Italian seasoning and the garlic. And I just mix everything together. Oh, this smells just wonderful. I used to make this egg crepe manicotti when I was on the keto diet. It was one of the more delicious keto-type dinners in my repertoire. I also need marinara sauce, which you and I made together from last summer's San Marzano's. But of course, store-bought marinara will work. So to assemble this dish, you simply take an egg crepe, and I turn mine with the prettier side facing down, and then take, about 2 tablespoons or so of the filling, put it on the edge of the crepe, and then roll. And put that in a baking dish. You could use a 9 by 13 baking dish. My dishes are a bit smaller because I'm only preparing these meals for 2 people because I live in a 2-person household. 1 down. We can do the others in this gratin dish. I have 2 crepes left over, so Lizette and I are going to enjoy these for a mid-morning snack. So we're not even going to bake these. Oop, I forgot to turn this with the public side facing down. Finger food.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
I love.
It's delicious, even like this. Now, all we need to do is top these faux manicotti with marinara. And we can finish these beauties with some additional shredded mozzarella. Now I'm going to cover these and pop them into the freezer. And then to bake them, I would take 1 out of the freezer, let it thaw overnight, and then bake it at 350 degrees Fahrenheit for about 30 minutes or until the sauce and the cheese are bubbly. And this will make a terrific high-protein dinner on one of those days when I'm just too dang tired to cook. I'm not going to cover these just yet because I want to be able to show you everything we made at the end of this video. I'm going to get cleaned up here, and then we're going to start with the chicken marinades. So on to the chicken marinades, or marinades. And I'm just counting how many of these require garlic, because I have my garlic pucks here. Let's see, we're doing cilantro lime chicken marinade. Needs garlic. Sweet chili chicken marinade does not need garlic. lemon ginger chicken marinade, no garlic, honey garlic chicken marinade. I wonder if that needs garlic. Of course it does. And yogurt curry chicken marinade, no garlic. I'm running seriously low on my garlic pucks. I need to make more of them. And for the cilantro lime marinade, I need 1 bunch of cilantro, which I'm going to roughly chop. Oh, I love the scent of cilantro. I know I've mentioned this before, but I used to despise cilantro when I was younger, but as I got older, I suddenly fell in love with it. Go figure. Now, I have Ziploc bags here, and I do need to label what I'm making. I like to make the marinade directly in the bag. So I put the bag in a vase, a rather wide vase. Have my lime ready, and I need my chicken. Now, earlier I told you that I spent $59 for all of today's ingredients. I forgot to add the chicken in. This is $35 worth of chicken. I have both chicken breasts and chicken thighs. So I need olive oil, or you could substitute avocado oil. I'm using boneless chicken here. Lime juice. I'm actually using hot honey here. And I will post the recipes I'm following in the description box below. Then I want to mix this together. Now, if you want a sauce with your chicken, you can always add more of the marinade ingredients. Otherwise, you only need enough of the marinade or marinade to coat the chicken. I forgot my garlic. Add a little more oil to this. And I need my chicken. I should have used tweezers when I picked up that chicken. I'm going to have to wash my hands. Anyway, here's one meal. Now, the nice thing about these marinades is that after you freeze the chicken, you take it out of the freezer, put it in the refrigerator overnight, and as the chicken thaws, it becomes marinated. And then I put the chicken and its sauce in a small baking dish, and then I bake the chicken at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for about 25 minutes. I have a perfect little dinner there, and I usually serve the chicken with rice or with potatoes, but if you're on a low-carb diet, you could simply serve the chicken with a salad. And I can put you over here for now. And I'm going to do one more of the cilantro lime chicken. And for this next cilantro lime, I'm going to use chicken thighs. And I want my tweezers. I've already washed my hands. And these thighs are rather small, so I'm going to do 4 of them. And I forgot to add salt to that first cilantro lime mixture, so I'm going to do that right now. I'm just getting my groove now. Okay, next we are doing the sweet chili marinade. This one's really easy to do. So I need sweet chili sauce, soy sauce, and a little water. Mixy, mixy. And what do I want in this? Maybe we will do chicken thighs in one and one chicken breast in the other. Next, we're going to do a lemon ginger chicken marinade. Olive oil, lemon juice. I'm using really good pure lemon juice from a bottle simply because the lemons at my grocery store this morning were pretty deplorable. And I need minced ginger, or in my case, I'm going to use ginger paste, salt, and the recipe says that you can add a small amount of red pepper flakes, but I'm not going to add them. I know my spouse doesn't really care for anything too spicy. These chicken breasts are so huge, I think they are actually large enough to feed 2 people. See, I made enough of the marinade that I will have plenty of sauce for this chicken dish. Onto the honey garlic marinade. Olive oil, soy sauce, honey, garlic, and a tiny amount of water. I'm always so grateful to have marinated chicken in the freezer. It just really simplifies my life. Really building up our freezer dinners. Lastly, we are doing the yogurt curry chicken marinade. And for this, I need yogurt, just plain yogurt. To the yogurt, I'm adding lime juice, salt, curry powder, and brown sugar. As luck would have it, I have 8 thighs left, so I can do 4 in each bag. I forgot to tell you that after I add the chicken, I massage it to make sure every piece is well coated with the marinade ingredients. This dish is getting very heavy, all of the chicken marinades. And that's it. Going to get cleaned up here, and we can get started on the pizzas. And to finish out this day of freezer meals, I'm going to do a couple of pizzas. So I have some store-bought gluten-free crusts here. Store-bought because, well, I don't know how to make a gluten-free pizza crust that doesn't fall apart. And one of my friends is on a gluten-free diet, and she loves pizza, so I will be happy to invite her for dinner when I cook this pizza. And this is my favorite gluten-free pizza crust. It's from Ugly's Bakery. And I buy this at my local farm store. You can probably find it in your supermarket. So I'm going to start with my marinara sauce. You could use any pizza sauce here. Spread that out. Then I want my roasted veggies. I may have enough here to do more than just 2 pizzas. This looks beautiful already. I need my mozzarella cheese. And I'm going to need a baking tray. I will flash freeze this pizza before I wrap it. And I think this pizza will have the marinara. Plus, I have some cooked pork sausage. I cooked this off early this morning. So this can be a carnivore's pizza. can sprinkle on the pork sausage. We can throw some veggies on too. I'm going to put both Parmesan cheese and mozzarella on this pizza. Now, I bake these pizzas at 425 degrees Fahrenheit for exactly 13 minutes, and they come out just fantastic. But I need the baking trays to flash freeze the pizza. Otherwise, I just put the pizza directly on the oven rack. I have enough ingredients for a third pizza, and fortunately, I have another crust in my freezer. And for this one, I think we will do a pizza blanco, a white sauce pizza. Only the white sauce will be ricotta cheese. I can mix the ricotta sauce right in this bowl. I'm going to jazz up this white cheesy sauce with some garlic powder, Italian herbs, and parsley from my garden. It's really fun to make up your own pizza recipes. On with our sauce. So this will be sausage and cheese. I actually prefer this brand of pizza crust because it really crisps up in the oven and it's very thin. And cheese. I have another baking sheet, which again is just for flash freezing. After I've wrapped the frozen pizzas, I can just stack them in the freezer. And I still have enough left for one more pizza. I'm putting the roasted veggies and some sliced black olives on this last pizza. Now, in upcoming episodes, I will show you how I incorporate freezer meals into my life. I already mentioned that when I've spent the day in the garden and I don't feel like cooking dinner, I have a freezer dinner. And if you and I go on a field trip, I can always pull out a freezer dinner the night before. You and I can go antique shopping in some town somewhere. And when we come home, we can have the freezer dinner. Going to get cleaned up here, and then I want to show you everything we made today. I forgot to put cheese on this one pizza. So let's look at everything we made today. 4 pizzas. We made 1, 2, 7, 8 marinated chicken dinners, and we did 2 of the egg crepe manicotti. So this is essentially a month of dinners for my spouse and I. Now, if you enjoyed today's video, I hope you will give it a thumbs up. And if you have not yet subscribed, I hope you will do so. And if you know anyone who would enjoy this video, I would greatly appreciate you sharing it with them. In the next video, we're either going to do a garden tour or we're going to do a brunch. I'm not sure what just yet. And until then, please treat yourself very, very well. Thank you for being here. Thank you for being you. And I can't wait to see you next time. Bye for now, friends.